Okay, okay. We're at Twiggs Skate Park in Evanston, Illinois. Just realized this whole line here is waiting for this. This that must be a really good car wash because everyone's waiting for it. Okay, moving on. This is at Green Bay Road and Ashland and Noyce. That's heading east-west. Ashland is here, going north-south, and Green Bay Road is at the angle heading northwest. I've never been here before, although I've passed this area many times. I think this is a relatively new park. So let's take a look and look for those skill spaces. Something right here might be okay, except you got the cars, so watch out for anything too big. But it'd probably be a good space for yo-yos or kendamas or something. And it looks like out there, we'll take a look, we'll see. But here's more of the park, and let's see what they got out there, because it doesn't look like there's too many things over in that direction towards the entrance, the main entrance of the park. But this space looks possible, could be, and I kind of like it. This might be good. This facility is provided in part as a community service with the cooperation and support of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. That's what we were dealing with a little bit over at Channelside Park, just in the earlier video, with the smell coming out of the sewer over there. It's called water reclamation. They're reclaiming the water. I'm not sure, but this is going to be McCormick. I'm pretty sure. No, wait. I think this is McCormick, and that this is the North Branch. That's a nice cardinal bird. Cardinal flew away, but pretty bird. We do have a little bit of variety of wildlife in the Chicago area. That's actually a fox out there. That, or a coyote in the distance there. Talking about wildlife right there. So this whole area right here seems pretty good, actually. You could set up a pretty good skill spot right here, flow space. I'm thinking like 40, 50, 60 people out here, depending how it's spread out. Of course, you got to watch out for that, the quality of the ground itself. And it is a residential neighborhood. You can see you have neighbors right there. So, but this is another spot. I'm seeing like spots over here. It looks like this is this playground area is closed. That path is closed. So, but that's playground, wouldn't be over there too much anyway. Over here could be a spot too around the basketball court, which has the Northwestern logo. It may be associated with, somehow sponsored by Northwestern University. And looks like a nice basketball court. It's like one of those things where, hey, maybe get the unicycle out. Obviously, if you want to skateboard, they got a whole park for the skateboarding over there. So not necessarily needed for skateboard unless you're Rodney Mullen. You're gonna really do your flat ground stuff. Use of this park is prohibited between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. 11 p.m. is pretty late. Wow. No dogs or cats unless on leash. Gotta leash your cats. And no alcoholic beverages, according to the city ordinances. So, yeah, we got a little flurries, little snowflakes coming down. Yeah, I mean, so Twiggs skate park in Evanston, Illinois. Definitely a lot of opportunities out here. Watch out for a fox or a coyote, and you might see some beautiful birds. And dog nuisances are prohibited by law. A dog nuisance. Clean up after your dog. You got that. I'm imagining there might be some goose nuisances out here, but that can't be helped. And let's take a look at the park itself, just to get that view of the park. So skateboarders, so us skateboarders can get a little bit closer look at that and see what kind of obstacles there are to be found. Also, this area is kind of interesting, sort of towards the north side of the park. Sort of like, I guess you could say, like it's like the back area. It's encouraging that some borders that the skate park's being used even in the cold weather. So, all right, get out and do it. But here's that quarter pipe and this rounded kind of quarter area. It's like mostly like a street course over here, and what else we got? This part of the land is eaten up pretty good. So, and there you can see that you got the telltale sign of the water reclamation sewer storm drain over here. Also, these civil engineering commissions and landscapers, they use these sort of these grasses for beautification, and also these grasses like really absorb the water out of the ground, so it helps to keep it drier than it may have been otherwise for this area. So this is like the low area where you see right here, the water is going to be sinking down into this, and of course there's the river right there. Yes. And this doesn't look, this is like one of those places where maybe you do 20 minutes out here. Although it's even like dipped down from the, if you're doing 20 minutes to, give someone a smile as they're passing by, this may not be the best place, just because it's like I said, it's kind of dipped down. So really the only people who would be able to see you would be coming north on Green Bay over there. So this area over here is probably not so great, I would say. I would imagine not ideal anyway. And actually, so we do, what we've been finding is that these skate parks are really, these designers are good, because they have included, pretty much most of the skate parks we've seen have included like a mini ramp of some kind. And so they got this one over here. This one's rather shallow, which I think is really, really nice, actually, so that it gives the skater a little bit more, it's just less difficult to a degree. It's tough to say exactly how, if someone was learning how to drop in and to skate a mini, what the correct or what the ideal angles would be. This one, actually, if you can see, I don't know if it's actually, seems like it's maybe uneven on different sides. Like one side may be actually longer than the other, which is interesting. And it seems like maybe one side's a little lower or higher than the other side. So I mean, but it's a good little mini. If I was skating minis, I would definitely want to check that one out, try it, see what else they have, and this is like your bowl. Oh, this isn't like actually. This bowl is not extended to any other part of the skate park, so this is like its own separate area. So they really kind of have a mini. They've got their own bowl over here, some rails, obstacles, the pyramid type of thing, and looks like a pretty new park. Looks really nice. So thumbs up for Evanston putting in a solid park, and yeah. So that's I think that pretty much covers it. I think. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I didn't see the sign that has the rules for the park, but maybe that hasn't been put up yet. Maybe this is so new that the park doesn't have its rules yet. Maybe it is over here. A park like this is pretty. It's pretty for sure that they're going to have their rules and regulations somewhere. I may have missed it. Maybe I didn't come in the right way to see it kind of going around this other way. So maybe we'll take just a moment to see if this over here says anything. My guess is no. Skate park, visitor parking. Some of these got visitor parking. Based on qualities of these signs and the placement of some of them, it looks like this might be like really brand new, and that would account for the reason these I don't see the rules, park rules and regulations. Maybe that's going to be over there in some area. So that's Twiggs skate park in Evanston, Illinois. Looks really good as far as skill space, flow spots, skill space, flow space. Looks good for all those, and I would just say, if you want to get a car wash at Suds, you got to get here pretty early because it's evidently very popular. All right, till next time.